good afternoon. You're welcome to the Buzz, the Friday edition, which is thank God it's Friday. I'm excited because the weekend is more relaxed. If you have any party or wambe, wherever you want to go, you want to go to the beach, it's the opportunity for you to do that. And most of the times, a lot of people just want to stay in their house and rest. Welcome to your favorite social media program, The Buzz. I am Rose Blossom. I have a guest in the house. He's an artist. He's a certified photographer. His name is Layemi Kamal Bolaji. Should I put alias on AKA Bojzu? How you doing? Good morning. Have a good afternoon about that. Yes. Okay, so tell me, why Bojzu? It sounds very different and unique.
Yeah.
So why that name?
Bojzu is like a mix of like two different names. So
Okay.
there's Boj, then there's Zoo. So like Zoo is my artist name and Boj is like my nickname. Most people know me as Boj. Then that's like my two names.
Oh, okay. So Boj is like Bolaji.
Yeah, from Bolaji.
Okay.
Boj.
What? So why Zoo? Why that name? Why?
Zoo is like a completely different thing, and if I get into it, it'll take a lot of time to get into it. But Zoo is the world that my art exists in.
Okay.
So that's why I call my art Zoo art. So that's
Okay.
where the zoo comes from. It's like a different house of like arts expressions. Yeah.
Is it that you like animals? Because I know zoo is where they keep some.
Yeah, it's kind of inspired by penguins of Madagascar.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, in the way like penguins of Madagascar, there's like different shows. There's like King Julian, he has his own show. There's the penguins. There's like moths. There's different people. So yeah, that's kind of how I see myself.
Okay.
Like there's different because I do photography.
Yeah.
I do also paint. So I do a lot of different things. So
yes, we can see he brought some of his artwork. But before we let him take the platform yet, let's talk a little bit about what has trended over the week when it comes to the entertainment scene. So the first one I'll be taking, because it's a good one and it's a good news, is from Messi Aigbe, that celebrated her first cinematic movie, while she's also bagging 10 nominations. Okay, I'm just going to read a little bit so you understand what I mean. Her first cinematic movie, which was Ada Omodadi, bagged a 10 nomination, and of course she's grateful, she's honored to be recognized, and according to the nominations, she has been nominated for Director of the Year, also Best Actress, that's the second. The third is Best Costume. We also have Best Cinematography. We also have Best Supporting Actress, Best Kiss, Best Sound, Best Social Message, Best Editing, and the Best Use of Food. That's the nominations category Adam Modadi is gonna win. And of course we all know that Omoni Oboli, Funke Akindele, Tony Abrahams, and others have always delved into the cinematic production. Now she's also part of this persons, and hopefully the best will win with that one. And up next, let's see something else that is very interesting. Is we have Portable has released a music because of PDD. In a week, if you don't see Portable's news, it's as though something else is happening. But I think last week Portable was not really in the news like that, so we didn't talk about him. But every week we must talk about Portable. So Portable has released a new music about rapper Diddy, and of course he has won Nigerians. He said as they released the new music, actually he was trying to shade the American rapper Diddy, and of course the rapper made headlines after the authority found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house, alongside an impressive number of dildos in his house, in his world stock. And of course Portable shared a video of him dancing to his new music, which he released just to diss the rapper. He warned his followers and the public not to go for Diddy's party. And of course we know Diddy got arrested on so many criminal count charges, and of course he's still in court for that. And it's a bit dicey, something we can't really go into, because for now they are still doing so much more investigation. But before we have our reaction, before I get my reaction from Bojzu, let's quickly watch the music and listen to what Portable has to say. Inside, this is music, amazing music. Let's see what he has to say, but let's watch the video first. We'll be right back. Guys, welcome back. My cheeks hot from laughing. I don't know what Portable was doing. You know, one of our team said, "Why is he putting down his phone?" And you know, we cannot see his head, but it's his body. And I said he's trying to show us his leg work, but that's amazing. Okay, let's react quickly. This video now. You know, he was saying something about party, baby oil, and all of that. And the next thing, before you know, he was putting in, he's better than. What's the guy name? Justin Bieber. And rice and beans is expensive. Like, I'm trying to see what the correlation between the both of them. But what is your take about, what do you see about Portable in general, basically?
Honestly, I'm a fan of Portable, man.
Really?
Yes, he's a very like interesting character.
Okay.
Like his character makes his music very like overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his music has really like improved, and
yeah,
it's for the people that enjoy it though. But like, I fuck with I like his character.
Yeah.
I like his character.
Sorry for the F word. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
a very controversial person too.
He's
also.
always in the news for something.
He's always in the news for something. It's always controversial. So yes, I actually love the song. Funny enough, we're all dancing, and I have one of my colleagues also really doing the leg walks too behind the camera, so you can know that song is actually interesting. Okay, let's talk about VDM now. VDM has actually raised concern over the 100 million naira donation that was given to his NGO, and of course this money was given to him by Don Jazzy. A lot of people contributed, you understand, Nkechi Blessing, some other personalities. But now the other side of the story is when they contributed for Bobrisky. According to Bobrisky, when he was in prison, they said that he came out to them and like, okay, there are people that need money, there are people that need this. Why didn't you give those money to those persons? Why are you giving it to Bobrisky? Do you understand? So now Don Jazzy made a transfer of 100 million to his donation, and people are like, why didn't he reject it? Why did he collect the money? Yes, he made a video to that. So he first called the bank. Excuse me, he called out the bank thinking that probably maybe they are trying to, maybe they want to play on his intelligence. Maybe they want to scam him and put him in trouble, because he knows that if the fund he has might not be able to, get that kind of money. So he made a video to call out the bank, and at the end of the day, Don Jazzy confirmed that he was the one that sent that money, and a lot of people actually, he has over 200 million right now in his NGO in just 5 days. But before you react to that, let's watch the video where he called out the bank, and hopefully, I don't know if I have the video where he confirmed that Don Jazzy donated that money, but it's already confirmed from the last pictures you saw. You can actually see the his account balance where he received the alert. But let's watch what he said and how he called out the other personnel involved. We'll be right back. We were able to get the updates because he actually made another video where he was appreciating those who had sponsored and giving the update to the amounts, because he said he was going to make sure that he's open and transparent about every penny that comes into the NGO and then leaves the NGO. But is there anything wrong? Yes, even if he shaded Don Jazzy and the rest of them, and they are still funding the NGO, which of course he wants to use it for the benefit of Nigerians, because he's a very, I don't want to use controversial, it's one person that calls himself an activist. So do you think he was wrong by actually receiving the money?
No, I don't think so. Honestly, I think if the money goes to a good cause, it's good for everyone.
Everyone,
That's just what's important. It's like the cause that the money goes to.
Exactly. So, but why do you think Nigerians are still lashing out? Even as at this morning, we still have comedian D1 that actually came at him. We have some other Nigerian celebrities that came at him like, Shabi, you were saying one thing now this is your turn, you are appreciating, you are thanking, because big money, do you understand? But do you think it's enough for people to not see the light and the reason why this NGO is for? You can't compare, for me, you can't compare NGO and Bobrisky. Abi, is Bobrisky an NGO? I don't know, maybe it's an NGO, but we are yet to understand, because from my own findings, the money they gave to him, I don't know what it was for. Maybe to continue with the lifestyle when he comes out of prison or something. I don't know, I'm just saying. Anyways, that is that. Let's talk about Okay, before I said that, let me congratulate Yinka Ayefele. Yinka Ayefele has welcomed a baby girl. I'm just going to read a little story about it because I know a lot of us know Yinka Ayefele as a singer, but you know, he's so much more. For me, he's so much more because I also, one of the people that I grew up listening to his song and dancing to his song. I wish I could even get a video of his and play one of his songs so we could just listen. Okay, now it's people have been congratulating him for, you know, he's an award-winning gospel artist, as we all know. He's welcomed another child, and of course the father of a triplet, because he has a triplet before, revealed on his page that he and his wife have welcomed a baby girl who they christened Ifeoluwa Adeshewa. Shalom Jessica Ayomide, and more. So many have actually floated to say congratulations. So from all of us at Galaxy TV, we are telling you congratulations. It's not easy to born triplets and born another one, especially in this economy. But we know Yinka Ayefele is capable is capable of taking care of that. Okay, up next, there's a controversial video. It's not controversial actually, but there's a video that is trending about Chioma. You know, people are saying she did BBL. How can she give birth to it? Okay, she has had Ifeanyi, of course, may so rest in peace, and now she's had a twin, and of course they are seeing her body's already banging after just a year. So a lot of people are saying she went under the knives, but you know, you're a guy, so let's hear your take. For me, I feel like it's probably possible, depending on the kind of way she has probably taken care of herself before pregnancy and after pregnancy. But let's watch this video where she was, you know, showing off. Maybe she was talking or trying to show off, you know, ladies, showing off her banging body. So I want to know if it's BBL or it's just natural. Let's watch the video. So, Boyzu, what's your take? Is it natural or there's a there's a surgery there?
Honestly, me, I can't tell personally.
Really? So wait, you can't.
She's working out.
Yeah, obviously, it looks like someone that's working out right now.
It might be natural.
Natural,
yeah,
right?
You can't tell now.
Okay.
Like, she looks like she's working out. So people are too quick to judge in this day and age because everybody now, like, it's a norm for you to be doing surgery on your body. So, well, if that's what it is, it's fine, I guess. Like,
and in fact, I think when people see something that is too close to perfect, they just want to believe that no, something is not, it cannot be original. Anyway, for me, like I said, it looks all natural to me because if you know Chioma's body before she even get married, during her wedding, her body was, I think she really just worked on herself, and she doesn't look like someone that has a very big tummy. Even wasn't after, okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like that's her natural body. Anyway, we want to talk about Boyzu right now, but before we, you know, put in our interview with Boyzu, let's quickly go for a musical break and let us play let's play Doske music. I like Doske music. Since like 2 weeks ago he came, I've been playing his music back to back. Mkido is, you know, but because of the vibe of Portable already, I would have played Mkido, which is more spiritual, but let's go for Doske. So we'll have a little bit of dance, then we'll come and interview Boyzu. He's still in the building. Take it away. Back, yes, and that is Ori or Me. I really love that song. Okay, over to you, Boyzu. You already told us why that name, so tell us, how did you become an artist?
Becoming an artist has been quite a journey, to be honest, because like it's not something that started intentionally. Like I've just always been making arts growing up. I was always kind of like obsessed with drawing, but yeah, I never really thought about myself as an artist. But after a while in uni, I picked up photography, and photography kind of kickstarted me into becoming like a artist. I started working with like other like music artists and making visuals for them. Okay,
like what musical artists? Do we know them?
You might know some of them. I don't know if you know Audio City Engine. I worked with Zamer.
Okay.
He's one of my like OGs. That's who I work with.
Okay, alright.
I also do make like videos. So I started working with Zamer a lot and making videos, and that's kind of how I've been going with. Then I started painting, so after a while painting has kind of just been a very spiritual and just like
but have you painted before? Like before, you know, you said something, you liked something, you started photography, then you started painting. Was it that you painted at your early stage in life? Early age?
Quite. So not like I painted before. I kind of remember, like, I know my first painting I ever made, and that was like in 2020 or 2021. So it was just something that was very like intuitive. Like I just knew from somewhere that like this was the next phase for me, and that's what I was just meant to be doing. And that's kind of how it started. And my paintings were just like a channel for a message for myself. That's kind of how it started, because a lot of the paintings had like deeper meanings for myself mostly, and that's why I don't really like sell my work, because most of my work are like for myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you don't sell your paintings?
No, I only sell prints of my work. I don't sell any originals.
Oh, wow.
For now.
We are aiming for the $1 billion, Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's good. So right now, okay, you already said you don't even sell it. I wanted to ask okay, fine, let me even just put it for futuristic sake.
Yeah.
Let's just assume you have what they call it again, I've forgotten. Give me the word where you have to put your paint and people come to. Yeah, auction. What is the least amount you think, you believe you would want your painting to go for?
Pricing a painting is kind of difficult, man, because it just depends. Like I've given out a painting for free, so the value is very relative. Like I can decide to sell a painting for like 500,000 naira. I can decide to sell a painting for like 1 million naira. It's just like, it's very objective.
Okay.
Yeah, subjective. Sorry, it's very subjective. Like there's some of my paintings now that people have asked me like, oh, I want this piece. Like even though I don't intend to sell it, they've asked me for a price and I've given them a price. Like if you pay this, like I'll sell it to you.
Yeah,
that kind of pay.
Oh, okay. So any challenge during the times where you had to pick up painting and started painting and took it as, this is what I really want to do now?
Definitely, because like being from Nigeria, painting and art is not the most like celebrated like career path. So there were like challenges from my family. There's challenges from like even just trying to pursue it, because I'm a self-taught artist. That makes it harder for me to break into like the art space, because if I was classically trained, I would have more mentors in the space. But being self-taught, you just have like, you're just in a limbo and you just have to figure it out on your own. But it's made the journey very like more interesting, and it's given me a very unique perspective to things, I think.
Even if you didn't go to the School of Art, who is your painting? So who do you think, who is your mentor? No, not thinking definitely. Mentor. Yeah, your mentor. Who's mentoring you right now?
Right now, I'm a type of person that like, I have a lot of mentors, because I just pick from people and I know how to just like watch and learn. So I don't even have to be directly under somebody.
Oh, okay.
Like artists like Sloan, Moyosori Martins, Demi Garioku, he's somebody that I would call a mentor to, because he has given me so much like knowledge about art and just life in general. Yeah. So
who's your best painter? Who's your best artist? When it comes to what you're seeing them do, who do you think is your best?
I think Jean-Michel Basquiat, because his work that's how I started painting, from watching his work. Like I literally just like liked his art so much that like it invoked something in me. Like I just wanted to make art too, because his art was just like that good. Yeah, that good.
Can you tell us a little bit about this person?
Oh, Basquiat, he's like a American painter from New York. He lived in like the 80s. He unfortunately like passed early. But like he's a neo-expressionist painter. And I think the most inspiring things about him is just like the way he kind of lived for the arts. Like his life was really just like about art.
Everything was just art.
He died at the age of like 28 or like 27.
Oh, quite early.
Quite early, yeah. And like for you to die at that age, and like this is almost, he died in 1986 or something, or like 19, I know it was like the 80s, but he died so early and so like long ago. Until now, he's still like inspiring artists. Like there's a lot of black artists that are inspired by Basquiat, and it's just like crazy, because that's just how influential he is. His work was,
Amazing. Can you show us some of your paintings so we can see this? What expression is this one?
I think I would call this like a neo-expressionist painting too. It's just like it's a picture from a recording camp that I had with Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very like interesting piece, because they were making music at the time and I was sleeping in the room, but like the music was so loud and just so beautiful that like it woke me up, And I wasn't even just like mad because
because the music was beautiful.
Yeah, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
The memory just like stuck. And
is that why you have those shades of yellow?
That's why like there's a very loud expression coming from the two people sitting. So this is supposed to be Odusi on the laptop, and he had a like guitarist that was playing guitars for like.
Oh, amazing! This is beautiful. Can we have another one so you can? Oh.
Yeah.
This eyes is icing. So what's this about?
This one is called Play the Game, and this is one of the paintings that like I made early on that made me just like know that this is what I really want to do with my life. Like art was what I wanted to do. Because like if you look at it, the character here, this is Zoo. So this is the character that is called Zoo exactly. And he's kind of like my alter ego in a way.
Okay.
Yeah. So Zui is playing like chess, and you know in chess, white usually goes first, but on his own board, black is going first. So it just meant to me that like in this like game, I just have to do it how I know how to
do it best.
Just do it in my own way. And that's kind of what this piece represents.
So tell me, why is the eyes this bougie? What's the reason behind that?
Honestly,
you're seeing the world more than the rest.
Yeah, the reason is like I don't even know the reason personally. Like the inspiration comes from a very like I don't even know. It comes from inspiration.
Sometimes. Sorry to cut you. Sometimes I see some art and you see some people say, when you watch movies, basically, you hear the picture is speaking to me. I can see myself in the window. I'm like, you are not seeing yourself. Like, how do people see this thing? I just see something. It's pretty. It's fine. Yes. But how do people read meanings into those? I'm sure you have an understanding of that.
Yeah.
Like, so please explain. How would they see somebody draw a black hole? I'm seeing a black one. They say I'm seeing an expression of a woman that what's that? How do they do that?
Honestly, I think people resonate with like arts in different ways, and it's dependent on your background. Like some people now will look like at a abstract like painting that just has plain white, and they'll be like, this is the best thing that they've ever seen before, and they will just explain to you why like that white canvas is so amazing, because like just the white vastness about the white, you can start describing white, then you now start looking at it too like, oh, I've never really looked at white like in this way, and I think that's the main thing. That's what art is really about.
I know.
Bringing people from a subconscious place to a conscious place, and you can really do that with almost anything. Once you just have like an item to like show somebody, you can bring the attention from somewhere that is far to like this present place, and like that's really what it's about. It's that conversation that happens when people are like looking at the piece and trying to figure out, what am I looking at? What is here?
What is there?
Yeah.
So that means whenever maybe now I have a very different, because I'm now able to talk to an artist, one-on-one. So when I see movies like that and they're expressing themselves that way, I think I'll just go along with it, even though I don't understand what it means. I think you have another one there.
Another piece.
Yes.
This one is quite big.
Yeah. This is an eye.
Yeah, it's a big eye.
A big eye. You like big eyes.
Yeah.
So what's this? This is beautiful. I don't know. The lashes is on fire. Is dripping. Not blood. It's dripping beauty. I don't know. I'm just trying to interpret the way people interpret too. But what does this say?
There's a lot going on here, to be honest. But this piece is titled "My Eyes," and this is kind of my eyes. And with awareness and like enlightenment in a way, like knowledge comes with a lot of pain in some ways, and it's not necessarily like, these are not necessarily like pain tears, but it's beautiful tears, because I've had to endure a lot, I've had to go through a lot just to be able to see the way I see now, and to be able to like make this work. Like that's just what it means to me, and it's like the tears that have just been with the journey so far to be able to become like the eye.
I think I understand what you're saying. I mean, I tried now. I got it now. Sheba said beautiful tears.
Beautiful tears. Yes, beautiful
you
tears.
see, so maybe I should start going for exhibitions too, and I should try my luck in that place. Okay, this is a very beautiful piece. So right now, I just want to ask. So your parents have you have their full support right now?
Yeah, I just have a single mom. So
okay. So
and to be honest, like she doesn't really know what I do, and she doesn't really understand it, but she just supports she just supports me, like that's how she is, like, because it's kind of hard to understand your child pursuing a career, because it's a very vague thing, like what is
especially in Nigeria.
But she definitely just tries to like support us.
So if people want to reach you and know more, probably learn, it's not you're not too young to have prodigies, you could also be a mentor. So if people want to reach to you and get to know you, get to learn your artwork or something, how can they reach to you?
You can reach me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Bojzu. You can also reach me I have different pages on Instagram. You can reach me on Bojzu, BOJZOO, Laini Kamal also. Yeah, and I also have a website, lainikamal.com. Yeah.
That's the way they can get to you, right? Okay, so very soon, before you know now, we're already hoping that this is going to take forward, and maybe you'll be the person to bring art to Nigeria. Like, it's already here, but now it will be it will be like the entertainment world, the way it is. Yeah, you understand? Because you see a lot of people that have paintings, like very cool paintings. You see some persons, they will draw you as if you are the person sitting in that picture, and I'll be like, wow. But still, it's not so announced in Nigeria.
I feel like Nigeria as a country is very deep rooted in arts. Like the arts is a big part of our culture. You can't really talk about Nigerian culture without talking about arts. But it's just like, because it's not lucrative, people don't. In Nigeria, is what makes money the most is what is most celebrated. That's what people love the most. And I think once artists start to just like have more money and just more influence in culture, people will have a different perspective about arts.
All right, I love that. I actually asked her to tell you to bring maybe a paper or something, just to quickly draw something. Let's see how fast you can be on the spot in seconds. But time is already gone. We can't even do that because we just have less than 5 minutes. But before we let you go and wrap up the show, what are your plans for the future?
Okay. So I'm working on like a brand. I have like a business that I'm trying to start. It's called Zoom Edge. It's a merchandise brand. The idea about it is we just make like different type of like arts items, so like toys, clothes, that have like artworks in them.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also one of the tees I'm wearing. The brand
is this art
tee.
Okay,
so,
this.
Yeah, this is like the 8 is like a very popular like figure in my art. I have a painting that has like the 8.
Okay.
So it symbolizes like my signature and my name. Yeah, it's kind of like my signature in a name. Yeah, so I'm trying to build up the brand, just making more items and just like stuff like chairs, like different type of stuff, and just growing as an artist. Like I feel like I have a lot to just like
to do.
Yeah. So I'm just working on growing as an artist, having more shows, like international shows, working with more artists, documenting. I'm just making art.
Making art. To be honest, if I want to be real right now, if you actually want that future of art, you really have a lot of work to do, and you already know that you have a lot of work to do. If art has to come to the space in Nigeria, it has to be something that people can make money from, and at the same time I feel like art helps some people relax also. You understand? Because I'm not an artist, but sometimes I see some things when I'm on the road. You see some paintings and I keep staring.
Art is a very like it's a tool that you can use to find like freedom and peace. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't know. But like art can really help you find peace if you practice it. Like you don't have to be good at art to make art.
To make art.
That's one thing that I'm trying to like encourage with my art is like anybody can really like be an artist.
Artist,
like,
okay.
For traditional artists, I think traditional artists are very scared of everybody being an artist, because if everybody's an artist, then being an artist won't be special.
Won't be special anymore, yes.
But I think everybody should practice art. Like, you should make paintings for yourself without any pressure, just for fun.
Just for fun, just to relax.
Yeah, just to relax. Because art can be very like relaxing. Having art in your space can just make you feel more at peace. Like an empty room is just empty room, but an empty room with a piece of art is a
can make a big difference. Yeah,
big difference. Like, so yeah.
I know some viewers be like, "Kosi Yemi, I don't understand what you're saying." But don't worry, it's not everyone that would understand.
The right people would just like see it and understand that, like, oh, this is something that I can relate with, and it's not something that is for everyone at the end of the day.
Of course, yes.
Like,
just the same way music is not for some persons don't just want to listen to music. So, but that's actually weird. Though I'm saying it sounds very weird, and I have actually met one. Like, I don't like people playing songs. Are you a sadist? Anyways, that's all we can take for today. Thank you so much, Bajizu, for coming. Yeah, I really enjoyed. In fact, to be honest, you gave me a bit of an insight into art, and I think I'll start to look at art in another light now. Not the former eye, but a new eye, a bigger eye, a bougie one. All right, thank you so much for coming. I hope you had fun. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, from all of us at Galaxy TV. Amazing one. Thank you so much for joining us. And that's it we can do for today. Do you want to do a shout out very quickly?
Yeah, shout out to my bro Jeep. Shout out to Khalid. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Chief. Yeah, shout out to all those persons you mentioned. All right, that's all. My name is Rose Blossom. Until Monday, when we get serious again to talk about the state and affairs of the country. Have a beautiful weekend, and make sure you drink water, mind your business, and do not drink and drive. My name is Rose Blossom. Bye for now.